Good morning, Southwest. Today is Monday, May 5th, and this is Tiger Talk.
In the heart of Minnesota where the eagles soar high, Southwest Middle School, shining like the sky. In the halls we roam free, learning life every day with our friends.
All right, and here is a quick look at this week's agenda. New month, which means a new monthly theme for our circles. But let's please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And just in case you forgot from last week, remember our mission here is to ensure individual, academic, social, and emotional growth that leads to engaged citizens and lifelong learners. And congratulations to Siberian team's Ella Fish as she is selected as our next Southwest standout student. Her teachers say that Ella is so happy and sweet every day. She comes into class so positive and always tries her best on all of her work. She is kind to everyone at the school. Students, at the end of the Tiger Talk today, please go ahead and fill out this end-of-year student feedback form. Again, your responses are completely anonymous, but your feedback is helpful to help us improve for next year. Did you know that May is Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month? Let's watch this video to learn a little bit more.
May is Asian Pacific American Heritage Month. It's a time for the United States to give special recognition to the many contributions to our history and society with roots in Asia and the Pacific Islands. Asian Americans and Pacific Islanders are a very diverse group of people. They come from almost 50 different countries, including China, Japan, India, Pakistan, Indonesia, the Philippines, and Tahiti. Although some of the islands, like Hawaii, Guam, and Samoa, became U.S. states and territories, their inhabitants are still considered to be Pacific Islanders by heritage. And having come from so many places, they speak more than 100 languages and dialects. With such a variety of customs and traditions, it's no surprise that they have contributed a wealth of literature, art, music, games, and cuisine to American culture. Asian Americans and Pacific Islanders have been responsible for some of America's greatest scientific, technological, and economic achievements, too. In fact, the early immigrants from the mid-1800s laid nearly 2,000 miles of track for the Transcontinental Railroad, which opened on May 10, 1869. To commemorate this anniversary, President Jimmy Carter, in 1979, declared the first week of May to be Asian Pacific American Heritage Week. In 1992, President George H.W. Bush signed a law to extend the holiday for the entire month of May, in order to celebrate all the past, present, and future achievements of Asian Americans and Pacific Islanders. Now, throughout the month, Asian Americans and Pacific Islanders showcase their heritage at festivals and celebrations across the country. At one of these festivals, you might learn to dance the hula, make a Chinese paper lantern, write your name in Japanese calligraphy, or taste some new foods like spicy curry or poi. What would you like to learn about Asian American and Pacific Islander cultures?
According to MDE, or Minnesota Department of Education, we don't have any Native Hawaiian or Pacific Islander students here at Southwest, but as you can see, over 10% of our student population is of Asian descent. So again, this May is celebrating anyone from Asia and Pacific Islands and their heritage. May's Themes for Circle is all about recreation, fitness, and nutrition to kick off our summer just right. So here's a look at this week's theme. Our community expert this month will be Danny Bakken. She works for the Park and Recs Department for the city of Albert Lea. Speaking of Albert Lea, this week the city will be taking part in the Screen Free Week. It runs from yesterday to Saturday. And the Albert Lea Tribune has had an ongoing series about youth mental health over the past couple weeks. So the series concluded this week with a device-free week. Again, this is for anyone who wants to participate. Switching gears here to our Attendance Matters prize winners. If you see your name here, please come on down to the attendance office. And this week's Attendance Matter prizes, again, 6th graders have to have no pass restrictions and 7th grader has to have no after-school detentions. And congratulations to both grades as they have met that goal, which means they get the gym floors on their respective days. Again, please make sure that you have clean gym shoes on when going to the floor. And for those of you that had excessive tardies last week, check your emails. There probably is one there from Mrs. CO2 on pass restrictions and possibly after school detention. Just a reminder, next Friday is the last day to check out any books for the school year, and then they are due that following Wednesday, May 21st. Students are doing a great job with this, but again, please make sure you are waiting in the gym if you are riding a school bus home after school. Last week, our two 7th grade U.S. history classes got together for a Holocaust presentation by none other than our very own Mrs. Greenfield, who actually taught a Holocaust class. And the chain link here is from each Siberian student with the name of someone who was murdered in the Holocaust. Each 7th grader at Southwest would have to make 24,000 links if we were to represent the 6 million Jewish people that were killed during this time during World War II. And of course, our other happenings around Southwest brings us to our Pick'em and Pies in the Face Day. Last Wednesday, it was a lot of fun. Here are some teachers who were pied in the face. And then, of course, Travis and Josh got the best of my head and hair. Students, I got some exciting news. We have our final Mass Scat Test / Screener of the year this Thursday. And here is the percentage of students in each category for our fall and winter. Ideally, we want to have our spring scores the highest. Here is how we are sitting as a school. Again, all we want is for you to try your best on Thursday. If you are in need of any of the following products, please go ahead and fill out a Tiger's Den form today. They are completely anonymous and completely free due to the generous donations of our community members. Here are the results of our last positive drawings of the year. So again, if you see your name here, come to the health office after the Tiger Talk. And with Ella's Southwest Standout Student nomination, she put the Siberians back in the contest here, and it is still anybody's game here as we close in on the last few weeks of the school year. Just a reminder, students, that we have no more emergency drills scheduled for the year. Right, and it is looking about as good of a week as you could possibly ask for this coming week. Congratulations to Miss Stegman, Miss Sauer, and the entire cast of the Spring Play Murder at the Art Show. They put on a great performance for our students and our community Friday evening. Over Earth Day weekend, the Albert Lee Anglers cleaned up around the lake and then had a carp fishing contest. And none other than our very own 6th grader Grant Flanagraph was the winner with a carp 26.5 inches long. A few of our Southwest students participated in the Just for Kicks National Tournament today in Rochester. The girls had a fantastic day. They placed first in jazz, first in elite, third in kick, and fifth in lyrical. Their scores were all in the platinum score category. Congratulations to Nora Ellery and their teammates on a great tournament. Do you like to run? If so, come on down to Miss Sauer's room during morning advisory. That's tomorrow, May 6th. And Miss Sauer will answer all questions and try to get you involved in cross country for next year. All right, well, let's take a look at the home events for our Southwest students. Today after school, our baseball team takes on the Cougars of Mankato here at Southwest. Then on Thursday, our softball team takes on the Blue Jays of Waseca. Well, that's going to do it for this week's episode. You have yourself a Tigerific week, everyone.